Well, holy moly. It's Thursday before Thanksgiving in the US, and my technical skills suck. Sorry if you're joining me in the live event. I did something wrong, but here I am live. I hope you guys are having a good week. I think lots of you have the day off tomorrow. Very nice. There's no school here tomorrow. My daughter's at a sleepover, so it's almost a kids-free evening. Um, if you are on the fence, many of you, I've been getting so many messages this week, and you know what's kind of cool about it is you're asking me questions about things other than vibration plates, and I appreciate that ever so much. What I can't thank you enough for is above all experimenting and trying new things. And I think self-care is such a big topic. I did a chat with Marianne from the Warriors a couple months back, and she referred to it as lipedema care because many of you in my lipedema group, of course, are having to do additional care. You know, self-care for the average person like me should be just nutrition proper. You know, being active. There's a lot getting adequate rest. There's lots of things that we should be doing. But the reality is, sometimes life gets in the way, and many of the tools that I use, especially as I've got later in life, time is very valuable to me. And if I can find ways to expedite my care, make my family time, my work time more productive. It sucks if you've got aches and pains and it's hard to manage doing anything. So those of you that are joining me from my fat disorders group, you know what I'm probably talking about on that point. For the general public, hang on, I just got somebody looking for me here. For the general public, a lot of it boils down to, we generally don't think about things like self-care until we have to, and we've had a situation. So, you've had an injury or illness has cropped up, or maybe you're like caring for someone else. There's all kinds of situations we find ourselves in where, life gets in the way, be that for someone you're caring for, yourself. And even if you have the biggest plan, I find many of you are like me and just don't care for yourself. If you don't have any reserve in the tank, how are you going to care for other people, right? And sometimes, hang on here, sorry. Sometimes you need to just, it might only be 5 minutes that you have before you head out the door in the morning. Or maybe, you've got 15 minutes with nobody screaming and no phones ringing while you're driving on your way to work. So there's all kinds of ways. Sometimes like carving out and giving yourself a specific space to do these things isn't always logical because the calendar doesn't fit the life. But there are routine things we do throughout the day, and many of the things that I talk about, whether it's a red light belt or whether it's some compressions. I talked a lot about compressions today. I'm very passionate about vibration plates. That is absolutely my wheelhouse. But sometimes it's nice to have other things to complement or mix things up, or simply have a rest and reset period from the routine. So I'm thankful for my health and the health of my family this holiday. I wish the same to you, and some of the tools I recommend, I've dropped some links in my comments for tonight's feed. I was on earlier today with Life Pro and did a live for them. And I thought I'd just highlight a couple of items. I've talked about these in a number of times in my groups, but the deals are really just flying off the shelf. And right now with Black Friday deals, it's more a matter of inventory. So the BioRemedy blanket is always an awesome, affordable way to get into infrared, but it's even a better deal now with the discounts that Life Pro is offering. This comes in a multiple of colors. The BioRemedy is awesome because if you are lacking space, if you're lacking budget, it's an awesome entry level infrared sauna. You get into it kind of like a sleeping bag. You can zip the sides up. I've got it out here from earlier on. This has blanket has armholes. Like I say, it is just like a sleeping bag. It zips down the sides. So it's an easy crawl into if you want to lay down on your bed, if you want to put it on your couch. A lot of my chronic and acute users, I talked about this also earlier today. Healing is a journey, and where you're at in that journey, and your self care can change and evolve. And what's nice about something like a sauna bag is if you are dealing with poor mobility, lots of inflammation, arthritic pain, fatigue, you can kind of set it up where you need to. And a lot of my clients, once you're relaxed, it's like doing a whole bunch of massage on the vibration machine. If you're lacking poor mobility and energy and these types of things, once you're relaxed and down here, it's not always the easiest battle to get back up. And the sauna is kind of the same thing. So once you're all relaxed and chill, I don't want it to be some workout where you're trying to get up off the floor for the next half hour so you can get to bed. So put it somewhere, perhaps in a recliner. I suggested this earlier today as well. You can elevate while you're doing your session, but if you have poor mobility, the best hack is just to sort of sit yourself up. And if you've done a longer session, there's a lot of circulation, a lot of oxygenation going on through your system. Just give your body a second or two to chill while you're sitting upright. Make sure you got water within reach, and then get yourself up. So many of you in my fat disorders community that are dealing with lymphedema, lipedema, I had a question probably an hour ago in my group. I thought that heat wasn't good for our condition. Whatever therapy, exercise, treatment, whatever you want to call it, that you may be doing for you personally is very much a personal tolerance and a personal situation thing. Heat isn't for everybody, but there's a lot of people, that have evolved and are now benefiting from it, or perhaps, you're modifying your temperatures. You're doing it at a lower temperature for longer periods versus the big traditional heat and sweat fest that we think about when we're using an infrared product. But many of the people in my groups suffer with severe swelling, joint pain, and sometimes getting physical movement to assist that lymph isn't possible at this moment in time. And a sauna is a really awesome catalyst to get you into the more weight-bearing physical activity gains that you're going to obtain from your vibration plate. So as a combo, doing a sauna after your vibration plate, if you're very, very fatigued and lack strength, doing it before, if you're more of an athletic user and you want to get the burn going, doing an infrared sauna session, then getting on your vibe and doing some squats and it's tremendously challenging, and the muscles are heated up already. The blood's pumping. It's just another way to mix it up, but that's one of my fave combos, especially this time of year. My studio space is in the basement and it's really cold down here this time of year. So I kind of like slipping into my sauna and doing some massage on the machine after the fact to just give that lymph an extra flush boost. And, sometimes maybe my back's bugging me. If I've got any other things, I might do a couple of other spot sessions as a spot treatment. So that's an awesome way to combo. The other thing I wanted to highlight today, if you go, I didn't realize till today, I'm just so excited. LifePro on their main site, not through Amazon, they have a clearance section. So on the top page of their website, you've got links to their page in my comments. But on the shop sale link, if you hit it, there's one that's like most loved deals. It comes up as, I love that. But there's a bunch of different ice tubs on there. And it's snowy season where I'm at, but this is the perfect example of, things are on sale this time of year, and you may want to, use it to your advantage next year. But when they're popular, guess what? They're going to be full price. So there's been tons of sessions. Amber's done a couple of really good ones on the ice tubs, the benefits associated with that. So if you search LifePro's channel, if you just search Google the benefits of doing a cold plunge or ice bath. So comboing these, if you do your sauna, so, I was explaining earlier today, I'm menopausal and I'm having flashes. So I'm cooking away in my BioRemedy last night, and how ideal. I have, 3 feet of snow outside, but you can follow one up with the other. And there's all kinds of ways that you can get more self-care benefits by combining some of these technologies versus it being this mental, okay, I need to pencil this much time in for my sauna, and I need to do my 5 workout. Some of you are structured and have better discipline that way. I am not one of those people. I'm very much fly by what I feel like in the moment. And sometimes when I'm mentally committed to doing a workout on my plate or I've done a sauna, I'm kind of in the self-care mode. So I might do a couple of other things because I'm mindful and I'm in that mental space right now. So, go with the flow. Especially if you've been using some of these products for a long time. If you haven't been using any one of the therapies or treatments that Lifepro offers for an extensive period of time, I really recommend don't throw everything all together at once, especially if you're dealing with chronic or acute issues. Give your body time to get assimilated to any one technology so you kind of know what your preferences are, kind of get things started to improve on their own and then start combining and enhancing them together with other products. But give each individual technology its own time, just so you can sort of get a feel for it and know where it's coming from, if that makes sense. What else was I talking about today? This is on an awesome deal. I talk lots and lots in my Fat Shores group about massage and self-care. Not everyone can afford to go to MLD once, twice a week. And, for those of you that do have coverage, some of that's becoming like a lifetime coverage thing. And you just, you get so many and then that's it. And we know it's such a viable option for those of you, especially, when the symptoms are really flared up. The massage garments, so the compression massage garments, there's a couple of different options. And these ones are in the clearance section on the, I shouldn't say clearance section because some of them are just really good deals. But if you go into the most loved deals, the full leg compressions are in there. They've got heat on the knee, the foot's covered. They're portable. They're a really good complement if you do any traveling or you travel for long periods and you tend to get the symptoms in the lower legs. They're an awesome, absolutely affordable in comparison to medical grade. Quite a few less zeros, and they pack up into a small tote, very, very, very portable. There's also the Axis. The Axis are the larger models. They inflate a little bit further. They'll come more up on the hip, a little more robust, a little bit more on the Cadillac side. You simply put your legs into them and zip them up. It doesn't get much easier than that. They would be probably the closest investment compared to some of the medical grade compression massage air compression chamber garments out there. So that would probably look similar to what you might see in a medical grade. They are also in the Black Deals Friday. So take a look at those if that's something up your alley. What's cool about this time of year is a lot of times you get caught up in the what you'd like to have versus the what you need to have. But it is a time where we're talking self-care. Many of my moms and grandmas are running around looking at everybody else's list and trying to fulfill it. Please, please, please be mindful and make sure that this weekend, it's Thanksgiving. We've got lots of reasons to be thankful. Some have less, and not everyone's got the ability to celebrate and surround themselves with loved ones. So I want you to just give yourself a big hug. For me, virtually, I'm sending that out to everyone. I'm thankful that I can share my space and my experience with you. And if any of you have questions over the course of the weekend, I will be available. Feel free to just put a comment on this feed. If you're a member in my group, I've been posting deals everywhere all day long. I will put some more posts in the comments here today. And thank you guys for joining me on Thursday night. I don't know if I have anyone here with questions. It doesn't look that I do. Well, thanks, guys. I'm going to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Are off, so enjoy the extra time if you do. And I look forward to seeing you very soon again. I'm going to start doing more of these lives. I'm enjoying trying to be more accessible for the questions you do have, especially when you've got decisions to make. So it's Black Friday. Get shopping. Thanks, guys.